Afternoon all, hope you're well. Well, I decided to have a good old Scratby. It's about an hour and a half before high water. They do look lovely and bassy, even though I think it's a little bit early for bass here. I probably ain't got the right bait, but I just couldn't resist. My local tackle shop in Caister's shut today, so all the bait I got isn't really what I want, but we'll give it a go. It's just nice to be out here, innit? Well, there's certainly a good bit of swell there today. I've gone to the end, like the bank, where it isn't so bad, but further to the north it's horrendous. But I set up with the same gear the other day. On one rod I got a 2-hook flapper and just a scratching rig, and on the other rod I got a single clip down with a 4-0 panel on it. I haven't even got the rods out yet, I just put them on there while I cut the bait up. Bait wise, I just got 3 herring and then prawns, nothing too special. The bait shop in case they weren't open, and I couldn't be bothered to drive to Galston just for a few hours. Really I want some lug to fish like this. A bit of peeler would be nice, but it is what it is. I've got an hour and a half left of the flood, and that'll be the low water, going towards the low water, but tides are really slack today. I bet this water I'm up and down the beach much at all. They're like 2.12 metre tides, that's really slack. But obviously that's the wind was keeping it flowing. That's how you tell quality herring after they've been defrosted. They're lovely and pale, no bruising, nothing's crushed, and they're still really firm. Obviously I catch all these herring myself and vacuum pack them when a few hours are being caught. And they're lovely and firm and white. If they've been mistreated, they're all bruised and go horrible and all go soggy. So I'll get these baited up and hopefully get the gear out, and hopefully there'll be a bass. We can but hope. Well, that prawn and herring bait look good enough to eat yourself, doesn't it? Them king prawns look too good to use as bait. I like them in garlic butter personally, but I'll give this a go. Bit of supermarket bait at its finest. I would have preferred to have peeler or lug, but that is what it is. Still nice to go out here. Well, my left hand rod is the 2-hook flapper, and I'll put that about 30 yards out, basically between the trough of the beach and the little sandbank. And the single clip down panel, I'll put that about 70 yards out, so it's on the back edge of the sand. So that gives us two different options. You got to be in it to win it, and you. That's lovely. Out of the wind, not as hot as the other day. It's about 8 degrees, 9 degrees, but it's a total different day to last week when I was like 20 and sweating. I've got the old woolly jumper back on and the old flask of coffee back out. Well, last week that was squash, but we'll see what's happening, and hopefully we'll get a fish or two. It'll be lovely. I've never actually fished a Scratby beach before, but we do get a few fish off here early, bass wise, in the boat, so I thought I'd give it a go. And I thought that's only a mile or two up the road from me, so it isn't far. That do look lovely for bass now. I know it's a little bit early for them. It would be nice to winkle one out, because you think, look at this swell's been here for a day or two, and that's chopped up all the bottom and washed all the feed out. So there'll be a lot of feed in the water, and the fish are in here having it. That's the theory anyway. Well, I better reel in and see if I got anything. Sausage, and the baits haven't even been touched. That's not looking good. Well, I reeled both rods in and rebaited. To be honest, the baits were not touching the slightest. There wasn't a mark on them really. There's a little tiny bit of weed on the leader knot. That was far better than what it was at Caister the other day when we were getting that weed what was blocking up the rings 2 or 3 times a cast. So it's perfectly fishable. Just hope there's a few fish here. I did have lovely conditions for bass, but the sea ain't very warm. It's only about 8.5 degrees, and then bass really start getting here when that water temperature hit 11 degrees. So we've got a few weeks to go yet, but you've got to be in it to win it. Well, I can't seem to catch a sausage on this flood tide. I was speaking to a lad the other day who's fishing down here, and he didn't have a single fish on the flood, but had several on the ebb. So hopefully when this tide change, you might get 1 or 2. Because it's a bit dire at the minute. Even a stinky old doggy would be alright this minute in time. He's looking a bit more bassy though, isn't it, his doggy, but at the minute on a high tide the water's come over the banks, so that's why there's a bit of swell here. I'll ease off on the flood. I mean ease off on the ebb when the water drops below the banks. Well, there's a lot of seagulls over there flying about. Must be about 20 odd, I don't know how well you can see them. But look, to me a seal is mauling about there and obviously chewed something up. So it's attracted the birds. I can't see the seal now and the birds all land on the beach, so the seals obviously had something right tight to the beach. Well, I've had several casts now and I ain't had a touch. The bait is coming back untouched. Not even a knock or nothing. But the left hand rod is the one with the pedal on it, and I'll whack it out about 60-70 yards, and I'll just moved the right hand rod, whilst the one with the 2-hook flapper, I just shot that out about 15-20 yards if that, right in the gutter there, hopefully to pick up something moving through, but who knows, we can just try, can't we? But even though that's a good northerly wind today, out with the wind and the sun is bloody cracking, it is. It really is a smashing day out of this wind. Bloody lovely. Well, it's now half an hour past the tide. Hope that I should start making for the ebb now after the slack water, but that's been real poor. I haven't seen a fish. Not a sausage, nothing. What I've been getting today is glad I bought a flask of coffee. Give me something to do. It's very quiet today. Hopefully give it a little bit longer and that ebb tide get racing through. There might be a few fish, but there's bugger all at the minute. Very disappointing. It looked like I should have kept them king prawns and fried them up in garlic butter. Bloody lovely. Well, that's 2 hours into the ebb now, and there's just that last time I reeled in, there's actually bait missing. And that's the first time all day there's been bait missing. Well, it isn't looking very good. I tried to get here for an early bass, and I should have really gone somewhere with a bit more depth of water with this swell. I just don't think the bass are here in this numbers. Right, if I was purely after bass and nothing else, I'd be on peeler or lug, but I caught codlin and a few bass on prawns the last few years, so I don't really worry about it too much. I just don't think there's nothing here in this shallow water. I should have gone to a bit deeper water really and got more of a chance, but there you go. You got to be in it to win it, and that's a gamble you take, innit? Well, I'm now back in McVan now. That's 7 o'clock. I got there about 2:30ish, maybe 3 max, but it's been very disappointing. Not a single fish, blankety blank. There just isn't enough. I don't think there's enough water there really for bass perfect, but I think it's a bit early because you look at the temperatures only about 8 degrees. There's 1 or 2 there, but there's nothing there. There doesn't seem much out today. There you go, that's life. Well, thanks for watching. Sorry it has a blank. You ain't had much luck lately, have I? Well, there you go. Alright then. Cheers for watching. Catch you later. Bye.